Sadaşivasamārambām Nithyanandeshvarimmadhyamām Asmadācāryaparyantāṃ Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I'll continue to expand on some of the truths about completion. I was expanding the story of Vivekananda, still I have not completed. Any pattern, whether it's an individual who is stuck in some pattern or the society, collective consciousness stuck in some pattern, only by reliving you can relieve yourself. The West Bengal was suffering with a strong pattern of mass deaths. The morale of the whole West Bengal completely broken, beaten to pieces by the large artificial famines, man-made famines. The forced by British government. Please understand, the famines did not happen because of misgovernance of British. They properly governed it and made the famine happen. The catastrophic famine in 1770 by the British Raj, 10 million people died, means 1 crore people died. The reference research book, please understand, I am giving you a reference research book, Revenue and Reform, the Indian Problem in British Politics. The book is written by Bowen H.V, published by Cambridge University Press. There is another one book, James Lawrence, Raj, the Making and Unmaking of British in India. The further famines of Bengal up to as recent as 1943, Bengal suffered famine in 1783, 1866, 1873, 1892, 1897 and 1943. Please understand the forgotten Holocaust. Dr. Gideon Polya calls the famine of 1943 as forgotten Holocaust because 5 million people dead, means 50 lakh people were dead. The evidences and references for this is Global Avoidable Mortality.blog and Forgotten Holocaust. Joseph Lazaro calls it as man-made Holocaust. And you also need to know, please understand, during this whole time, British which forced famine on India, using the media spreading all over the world, saying that uncultured, uncivilized, the Indians are being saved by British. That is the worst thing. That is the worst thing. Those fellows, apart from destroying millions of lives, I can say crores of people, apart from killing crores of people, to the whole world, they were projecting as if uncivilized, uncultured, uneducated people who are not worthy of living, they are all dying due to their poverty, and British is protecting them and saving them. Outside world, they painted a picture of dying, starving India, which British is trying to civilize and save. See, this has broken, and unfortunately, in a way fortunately, no other part of India has suffered so much by the famine than the Bengal, because the Bengalis were the most strong, culturally rich part of the country. So the British want to break the moral of the Bengal first. It was very difficult to convert Bengalis because they are rooted in mother worship. I tell you, people who are rooted in mother worship can never be shaken. The mother worship strengthens your whole biomemory. That is the reason I added mother in our sampradaya. Otherwise, as per the tradition, Dakshinamurti is the deity for us. Devi is my addition. I added Devi into our tradition and made us Nithyanandeshwara and Nithyanandeshwari. Today Mahadeva is gracing us with Devi, the Leela called Naribariyakya Leela, means converting all the wolves into horses. You can see the Leela is basically to protect a devotee. He converted all the wolves into horse. Maybe later on I'll explain about this whole Leela. Let me end with this now, that our tradition is supposed to be worshipping only Shiva. I added Devi because the mother worship strengthens your biomemory and heals the gap between your ahankara and mamakara. So it was very difficult to break Bengalis, other than the worst thing of killing them without food. You see, it is worse than Holocaust. In Holocaust, at least people die in few minutes. This is the Holocaust suffered by Hindus. I commit with Kali, the goddess of Bengal. I'll make a museum to tell the world how our strong children were destroyed. I'll make a Hindu Holocaust museum in Calcutta. Literally, it was breaking the strength of human beings. You can't relieve such a strong patterns unless you relive. So the consciously you have to relieve those patterns, and you can't kill again a few crore people for our reliving sake. It is not possible. So what is the best way? What is the only way? Vivekananda decided this is the only way to make people go through the whole trauma consciously and relieve. Complete with that deep suffering. Complete with that pattern which broke the moral strength and biomemory of Bengalis. It is a collective conscious completion process. Collective conscious completion process is the reason Vivekananda wanted the animal sacrifice. I stopped in my family temple because now I did not feel it is necessary for the family in which I was born and brought up to go through this ritual, because they don't have any big impact of that in their mind now. They have not, first of all, they are not even informed about it, and at that time the whole India did not feel consciously as one country. So these guys neither had the impact of that at that time nor having it now. That's the reason I stopped. Vivekananda says very beautifully, first of all, the beaten, broken consciousness which has fallen into tamas, inertia, let it come to the awakening state of rajas, activism. Then it can be guided into sattvic, spiritual balance. I tell you, completion is really, really, really important. Whatever may be your problem, completion can solve it. Completion can completely relieve you. Please understand, I have suffered all types of problem. I went through everything, but just like that I came out. I can't even use the word I suffered. People try to give me suffering. Whatever may be your problem, it may be health, wrong relationships, wealth, economical problem, or some karmic doshas, Rahu or Ketu or Nagadosha. It may be legal harassments. It may be anything. I tell you, completion can completely relieve you. Completion will liberate you from anything. I tell you from my experience. During the whole persecution which was happening around me, the peak, literally everyone thought, I'm gone, my life is over. My public life is over, personal life is over, everything is over. I made only one statement. If I am an incarnation, if I have a mission which is spiritual, I'll come out of all this. I tell you, completion. Completion is the only thing liberated me from everything mounted on me. Everything dumped on my head. Whether it is the abusal, destruction of our ashrams, properties, litigations, in everything, just through the completion, I came out. Decision to complete and my commitment to enrich the world, not to give up on the world. That is what made me rise and stand up high like a phoenix. I tell you, I know today many of the friends and relatives of the Inner Awakening participants have gathered here. To all of you, this is my message. Complete with yourself, learn the science of completion. Complete with yourself and complete with others. Complete with the deep karmic patterns with which you are suffering. By reliving and relieving. Only after completion, your commitment to enrich others and life will become reality. I can tell you in the other way. Your commitment to enrich others and life is the only thing that will keep you at the peak of your existence after completion. Please listen. Now, for all the Inner Awakening participants, I have only one message. Your commitment to enrich others and life is the only thing that will keep you at the peak of your existence. And for all the friends and relatives of the Inner Awakening participants who are here, my message, commit to learn the science of completion. Commit to complete with yourself and others. When I say others, I don't mean only the friends and family and relatives who are there in your life. Complete with your Kuladevata, complete with your Kulaguru, complete with your house, complete with the plants with which you are living, complete with your pet, complete with the different energies of the cosmos, complete with everything. Continuously complete and continuously enrich others. The real scale and measure of your completion is whether you are able to move the other's space and enrich others and life continuously. If you are not enriching constantly, be very clear. The completion is not yet happened in you. I tell you, when completion happened in me, I just realized The authentic selflessness. All your selflessness also is packed in your selfishness. All your selflessness is packed in your selfishness. I tell you, when I completed, I discovered the authentic selflessness and enriching, which never tires me. If you are getting tired, please be very clear. Still, you have incompletions in you. You have to complete. You have to complete. This is the scale. Tireless mind, the being, happened in me just because my enriching is out of pure selflessness. I tell you, once you complete, you will suddenly realize, why should I live now? For enriching. Nothing else. Nothing else. Complete, complete, complete. Remember, 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 complete. So all the inner awakening participants, tomorrow is Guru Purnima. From tomorrow till Vijayadashmi, Navratri, your completion season. From tomorrow to Vijayadashmi, for all the IA participants of July, for all of you, Purnatva Rutu, season of completion starts from tomorrow till Vijayadashmi of Navratri. Completion, completion, completion. October 13th is Vijayadashmi. From tomorrow to October 13th is the season of completion for all the inner awakening participants of July 2013. Understand, complete, complete, complete. Learn the science of completion. All the viewers, visitors, whoever is sitting with us, I request all of you, learn the science of completion. I opened my gates to all of you to learn the science of completion. In just 4 days, there are people who say, I can't spend 4-5 days. I tell you, give me 4 days, I'll give you your life back. Which you lost it for your root patterns. Root pattern is the demon who has swindled your life. Root pattern is a demon who is sitting inside you and sucking all the energy, life out of you. Learn the science of completion. जब आप वास्तविक रूप में पूर्ण है, आप थकान का अनुभव नहीं करेंगे। जुलाई आईए में भाग लेने वाले लोगों के लिए पूर्णत्व ऋतु कल आरंभ होता है और विजयदशमी तक जाएगा। इस ऋतु में लगातार पूर्णत्व कीजिए। And I also decided for the people who can't even come here for 4 days, I am making the whole science of completion in the form of book available to you all. Very soon it will be available in a very detailed, expanded, clear techniques, procedures, methodology, and the science of completion. Science of completion, process of completion, experience of completion. All the three major chapters. Soon I'll release it to the world. सभी दर्शकों को मेरा अनुग्रह है कि पूर्णत्व कीजिए, 4 दिनों का इनर अवेकनिंग लेवल 1 कार्यक्रम में भाग लीजिए। मैं आपको वचन देता हूं, मैं आपको आपका जीवन पुनः आपको दूंगा। Completion is such an important and powerful process. Constantly complete and enrich yourself and others. Complete with yourself and others, enrich yourself and others. If you are not enriching yourself and others, constantly be very clear, completion is not yet happening in you. You may think you are completing, but no, you are not. Only when enriching others and life is happening through you, real completion is happening in you. So each day before you go to bed, ask yourself, with how many lives I completed and how many lives I enriched today? I know I am complete with the religious persecution. Just because I decided and stood, I am enriching the world and humanity even more after the religious persecution. After this religious persecution, my mission has raised to greater heights. Whether it is healing or my contribution to people through programs, or my satsangs, or my books, or my enriching the world has expanded and exploded multifold. Because I am complete with the whole religious persecution happened. Of late, I don't even remember sometime this happened. No, really. Of late, thanks to some of the strong, evolved my sannyasis, there are some who lived around me, failed themselves and me, that is different. But there are some who living around me have just stood up and raised themselves. Thanks to them, nowadays we don't even remember. Only for the sake of speaking or educating people, I remember. Otherwise, I don't even remember. It is already history for us. Just in 3 years, we are enriching the human beings, contributing to humanity, which takes for some organizations 30 or few hundred years. I sincerely request every one of you, completion is the ultimate solution for any problem you carry. with all my integrity and authenticity and responsibility, I am talking to you. I sincerely request every one of you, spend at least 42 minutes every night in completion before going to bed. Sit in your bed and do this process of completion, completing with all the wounds you are carrying. It may be from the age of 3 or from the age of 30, or it may have happened 3 hours before, or it may be happening even now. Complete, 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 complete. I tell you. Completion will make you realize Advaita is not philosophy, it is practicality. It is most practical tips for your life. That's the right word I'll use. How in the magazines or in the media or in the books you have tips. If you have cold, have tulsi leaf in the throat. Cold will be healed. Like a tips which is very practical, straight, quick, immediately useful. I tell you, Advaita is not a philosophy, it's a tips. The great principle of Advaita is not a philosophy which you need to study, then understand, grasp, start practicing, remove problems, face obstacles and get rid of it. Then slowly, when you are about to die, you will understand. No. It's a tips for life, which is quick and profound, immediate and eternal. Completion will make you realize Advaita is a straight living philosophy. पूर्णत्व इतना महत्वपूर्ण प्रक्रिया है, लगातार स्वयं और दूसरों से पूर्णत्व कीजिए, लगातार स्वयं और दूसरों को लाभान्वित कीजिए. केवल जब आपके द्वारा लोग लाभान्वित होते हैं, आप पूर्णत्व में हैं. पूर्णत्व आपको यह अनुभव देगा कि अद्वैत कोई तत्व ज्ञान नहीं है, बल्कि व्यावहारिक ज्ञान है. If you do completion, you will realize the great Advaita of Tirunjana Sambandar, Kapila and Lagulisha. Lagulisha is an incarnation of Mahadeva, lived in Gujarat, eastern part of India. A great Mahapurusha, an incarnation. When I read Sankhya of Kapila, the teachings of Lagulisha, and the verses of Tirunjana Sambandar, I see very clearly the eternal Sanatana Dharma, again and again experienced by human beings who complete with themselves and others. And I commit with you all, I'll bring all three of them back as a lifestyle. Lagulisha, Kapila and Tirungnana Sambandar. Of course, Shankara. Completion, enriching, both are two sides of the same coin. When you complete, enriching will be your natural self-expression. When you enrich, completion will become your very natural self. Some of the very powerful enriching philosophies of Sanatana Dharma, like Agori, Yoga, Tantra, this Lagulishas, Shivadvaita, Jnana Sambandars, Saiva Siddhanta, Kapila's Shankya, Adi Shankara's Suddhadvaita. All these are very powerful enriching philosophies. All of them become reality in your life the moment you start completion with you and others. I tell you, you may complete with a vendor who supplies rice for you. Suddenly, the long time headache with which you are suffering in your head will disappear. You may think, what is the logical connection? You do not know, and you will not know the logical connection. You may complete with the guy whom you have never met, but you developed a hatred, like Osama bin Laden, Hitler. You guys never met them, but you develop a hatred towards them. When you complete with them, suddenly the TV in your house will start working properly. You may think, what is this? What is the connection for this and that? There is a letter from an ex-girlfriend, from an ex-boyfriend to girlfriend. My dearest Susan, sweetie of my heart, I have been so desolate ever since I broke off our engagement, and I am not able to sleep. Won't you please consider coming back to me? I am simply devastated. You hold a place in my heart no other woman can fill. I can never marry another woman quite like you. I can never even think of marrying another woman. I need you so much. Won't you forgive me and let us make a new beginning? I love you so much. Yours always truly, John. The footnote, P.S. Congratulations on you winning the state lottery. Understand? Suddenly your boyfriend will come back. Life will come back. You will become healthy. Without even winning a state lottery. Completion is winning cosmic lottery. Understand? Legal problems will disappear. So many things will happen. Because completion is cosmic lottery. पूर्णत्व द्वारा आप ज्ञान संबंदर जी का शैव सिद्धांत कपिल मुनि जी का सांख्य. I can't even call Jnana Sambandars is a Saiva Siddhanta, it is a Shivadvaita. Because Meenakshi Sundareshwar Abhinna Swarupa is in the space of Abhinna Swarupa of Meenakshi Sundareshwara. In Siddhanta there is no Abhinna. Or the Abhinna is not given that prominence. Kapila's Shankya, शंकर जी का शुद्धाद्वैता, लकुलीशा जी का इनके जीवन और शिक्षा को का स्वयं अनुभव करेंगे। So the essence of today's satsang, start bringing completion in your life. Anything you do will be successful. Anything you do, you know you are enriching. If you are a doctor, you know you are enriching people. If you are an engineer, you know you are enriching people. Even if you are a lawyer, you know you are enriching people. No, I tell you, whatever you do, you will continue to do, you will excel, and you will feel literally you are enriching. You don't know this is heaven. It is not that wealth does not gather around me, it gathers. But my life is not for that. That is why I never become tired. I tell you, I am not against you practicing any profession. I am all for it. Just have the context and understanding you are enriching. That's it. You will be enriching. Tomorrow, I request all of you to be tuned to Nithyananda TV from morning 5:45 for Guru Purnima celebrations. If you are in India, Malaysia, Singapore, the countries from which you can fly down within a day, I sincerely request be here tomorrow morning in Biddi, Nithyananda Nagar, Bangalore, to be part of the amazing celebration. And very important thing, tomorrow morning the Dvajarogana flag hoisting and Rudrabhisheka, as tomorrow is Monday, and after Rudrabhisheka Pada Puja and Satsang, then I will be accepting the Bhiksha from all the people to receive their karmas, to wipe out their karmas. And tomorrow is the only day I will be accepting directly from the hand. And then an important thing, ascending on Sarvanya Pita and initiating sannyasis, Naishtika Brahmacharis and Krama Brahmacharis, second batch of the sannyas initiation of Nithyananda order. Second batch of sannyas initiation of Nithyananda order. You can see the beautiful initiation happening. Great. So, I'll move to Nirahara Samyama. अब हम नित्य सत्संग के अगले भाग निराहार संयमा में प्रवेश करेंगे. सीधी तरह से बैठ जाइए और चेतना स्थिति के साथ कल्पना कीजिए कि आप बिड़दी वटवृक्ष बन गए हैं. इस कल्पना के साथ आप अपना दोनों नासिकाओं और मुख के द्वारा सांस अंदर लीजिए. जितनी देर सांस को आप अपने अंदर बांध कर रख सकते हैं, उतनी देर आप अपने अंदर सांस को बांध कर रखिए. जब आप सांस को और बांध कर नहीं रख पा रहे हैं, तब आप अपने मुंह बंद रखे सांस को अपनी दोनों नासिकाओं द्वारा धीरे से छोड़ दीजिए. अब मैं अपनी पूरे संपूर्ति श्रद्धा, उत्तरदायित्व और लाभान्वित करने के 4 तत्वों के साथ आशीर्वाद देता हूँ कि आप सबकी कुंडलिनी शक्ति जागृत हो जाए और आप सब अपनी जीव ऊर्जा को सीधे आकाश और वायु से उत्पन्न करें. अब क्रिया आरंभ कीजिए और इस क्रिया को लगातार 21 मिनट तक कीजिए. And I request all the Nirahara Samyama participants, sit straight, Cognize you have become Vidhi Kalpavriksha. Inhale through both the nostrils and the mouth. Hold as long as you can comfortably. Exhale through both the nostrils, closing the mouth. Do this for next 21 minutes. And I bless you all with my integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching. Let you all experience highest Kundalini awakening and live health, bliss and enlightenment. Namah Shivaya. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.